us to have started. I agree. The caucasity of some people. Welcome to Into the Runaverse.
My daughter is getting so smart, and I love her. Today she picked up a purple block and said purple, and then she picked up a yellow block and said purple, and then she picked up a green block and said purple. And I'm like, great work, honey.
One step at a time. You're doing great.
I was like, oh my god, you're knocking these out of the park.
I thought you were going to say she picked up a purple block and tried to put it in the circle.
Yeah, I mean, it was that particular, like, they not only are they different shapes, they're different colors as well.
Same vibe.
And I had to help her, and she got really mad, because I feel like the trapezoid is pretty advanced. Because it can only really, like, the circle, you know, it doesn't matter what angle you have the circle at. A circle's a circle. In a square, you got 4 ways to do it.
When I had that, I would put the circle in the square, just because you could, like, fit it if you shoved it real hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And I'd be really proud of myself every time I got it through the square.
Sure.
And depending on, like, the kind of...
'Cause I knew
sometimes
better.
you get, like, a really satisfying
'Cause I
pop when you
knew
did
better.
that. You'd hear that, like... like, pop as it goes with it.
Yeah, and I knew better. I just wanted the circle to go in the
You can
square.
zoom it in on me if you need to. We're going to have the most views we've ever had concurrently. That's right, guys. We racked in an astonishing 13 viewers tonight.
We usually average about 11,
Yeah, no,
which
that's
isn't terrible.
No, that's
Yeah.
really not bad.
I would love if we had. Hey, if we got 2 more,
right.
now's your chance.
Bring him in.
Is that music good for everybody?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear everyone good? John, I checked all the audio after I fucked with everything for my Thursday stream. It's all working perfect. Every microphone is recording. It wasn't when I started my computer this afternoon, but
no.
we got it going. They were all working, just not together. But hi, hello.
Describes this session. I think we do a good job working together.
Oh yeah, you guys do such good
We do
teamwork.
some fun combo attacks.
But we're here. We're at. I was like, why is it so dark in here? Jeremy.
So, Mike's not here tonight?
Mike is
No.
going to be with his bell.
He's down in, I think he's in Chicago.
Mike's with his girlfriend. Gross.
His girlfriend.
No. My forever girlfriend's upstairs. Oh my gosh, look how tiny I am in this space. What
You
did
have so
I do?
much room for activities.
Okay, and that's why it's zoomed in on me, because it's pulled in so hard.
That's what she said.
Hey, oh, what do you know? We're here, Into the Runaverse. It would not be Into the Runaverse if there wasn't some technical fuckery at the start of the stream.
Technical
Anyway.
fuckeration.
Anybody got any good jokes?
No. Let's begin.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
So a priest and a rabbi walked into a boxing match. Sit down in their seats.
The rabbi wins.
Well, they're not boxing.
Oh.
They sit down in their seats. The match is about to start, and one of the fighters makes the sign of their cross before they start the match. And the rabbi leans over to the priest and he goes, "What does that mean?" And the priest looks at the rabbi and says, "Not a damn thing if you can't box." Hacha! That's my favorite joke ever, and I will never get tired of saying it, even if you heard it before.
For sure.
That's.
Like, I feel like I've said my favorite joke on stream before, but it's so good and I love it so dearly.
man.
Do you guys know why scuba divers fall backwards into the water? Because if they fell forward, they would land in the boat.
God damn it! I like it just as much now as when you told it to me before.
Yeah, it's just like, yep. Well, it makes sense. It's correct.
That is correct.
What if they were facing forwards into the water?
You're really complicating this. They never do that. They don't.
I do.
Why? Have you been scuba diving before?
Yeah.
Crazy. What was it like? Tell me. Paint me a picture.
You jump into the water and you have
Ooh,
your
you lost
breathing
me.
thingy.
You lost me on that
And you
one.
have your little flippers.
Hmm?
And you swim
Flippers,
around.
you say? Okay. Ooh, swimming. I don't know. Silent Stream.
Silence! He's going to be at the Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Who?
Invaders in.
Oh yeah, Richard.
Oh, is
Gordon.
he? Oh.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for that. Dylan and I are both like...
Also the voice of Moxie on Hell of a Boss.
Yeah, he hasn't watched Hell of a Boss yet. He's seen...
Oh, and also the voices of Pinky and the Brain are going to be at Grand Rapids
Yes.
Comic Con as well.
Oh, nice.
And
That is my dad's
I've met both of them, and they are amazing people. Love them to death.
I
Well,
love
you know that Sir Paulson is because he's from Michigan, so we know.
Is he really?
Yep.
Yep, he was born in Detroit.
I didn't
Nice.
realize that until all of his TikToks. He's wearing a Detroit Lions hat. I'm like,
Nice.
you're not just a Detroit Lions fan.
Yeah.
That's not something just sort of like, you know what, kind of like the Niners. You know, I like the Lions. And you're like, oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
like the Yankees, where people
Exactly.
just
People
wear
are
it
the Yankees.
regardless.
You're like, I get it,
Yeah.
but fuck you, it's the Yankees.
Yeah, I just
hate
wear
the Yankees.
I just wear my Detroit hat because it's fashionable. My Tigers.
Oh, I love the Tigs.
I
To
actually,
be fair, that was close associated.
I
with the job
think,
for, like,
and this is not because of their recent success, but I think I am gonna have to move my fandom from the Bears to the Lions, because the Bears are garbage.
Bears.
They are. I love the Bears, but they are a garbage organization, and I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Let's talk about something even just a little less sad as we dive into the macabre Tim Burton, Neil Gaiman-esque city of Morsq. Neil Gaiman more than Tim Burton. I've never really liked Burton's aesthetic. I don't know.
Not
It
enough
felt like he
black
was
people
trying.
in it.
Say what?
Not enough black people.
That's honestly, I made a TikTok where when I'm in certain cities where it's just like me walking around, I get very uncomfortable very quickly. I'm like, nobody, okay.
Me too.
Yeah, well, yeah, I bet for you. But I'm just saying, like, it's palpable. It's like, ugh,
Right.
something's weird here. Is it gonna turn Stepford on my ass real quick? I don't know. Everybody's got the same smile when you walk into the diner.
My favorite thing, and it's something that none of you will ever experience, is
Oh boy.
being in a small little town, just a tiny town, and you see the only other person of color, and you both lock eyes, and you're just like, okay. You're like, I know if everything goes south, I have at least one person on my side here. Like,
How I tell Dylan to think about things if shit ever goes south. You look for the guy wearing a One Piece or a Spider-Man t-shirt. Those are good people. You can
You can trust them.
trust them. Anyway, perfect music transition as we jump back in. Here you go. I know that work for you guys. Last time, you all dug a little bit into Julian's family's past. You guys all, by way of breaking down a barred up doorway and awakening his great. Hold on, shit! I had to do something last time too.
Great grandmother.
I think it was his great grandma, just great grandma.
Great grandma.
Not Julian, Aaron's and the girl who you met last time, their mom would be great. So this is great grandma, Aaron's sister, but his great grandmother, Marianne Veld. Oh no, Eloise was his.
Who?
The great grandmother of Julian Veld, the ghost girl, who was nice and creepy with the shadows, in the hallway that you.
Eloise or
Eloise. Marianne was not the ghost that you met. I messed up the name. I'm sorry.
Out of curiosity, story-wise, was Ron with the group last week, or was he somewhere else.
Canonically, you have been
You were getting fitted.
at the
fitted.
infirmary
Getting
getting
my
your leg regrown.
Okay, cool.
Regrown or replaced?
Regrown,
Regrown.
because he can't do his
His
kitsune magic shift if he has a robotic leg.
or-
Or he'd be legless, basically.
Uh-huh.
You have to, like, shift out for, like, I'm a fox, I'm a human, I'm a fox, I'm a human.
Just have a spare fox leg
Exactly.
in my
I'd pull out my tiny fox leg and take off my big fox leg.
I take out my tiny fox leg.
I have it in my limitless quiver. I just have my leg, my fox leg stored in there.
When you're rolling that one, you accidentally shoot that.
You put an
Oh
arrow
shit!
on
I
your
needed
leg.
that. Oh, hey, can I get that back? Just throw it.
It wouldn't go very far. It doesn't have feathers.
That being said, actually, we'll open with you after this brief recap. While Ron was in the infirmary, you've met the sister of Julian, whose name is also Eloise. That's right, she's named after her great.
Convenient.
Very fiery. She's just like Julian, where it's the strawberry blonde, where they're not like the freckled redhead. They're just like orange blonde hair. But she basically, you've learned from people talking in this infirmary, basically strong-armed the patriarch of the family into letting her turn this wing of the house into an infirmary for the village.
Oh, okay.
And care rooms for patients upstairs, in one of which you are sleeping in.
Okay. You said that was his sister, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You also noticed there were some weird sounds throughout the night. Some footsteps running up and down the hallway. When you would like peek out, there was nobody there. You swear you hear like kids giggling, like kind of far off and away, but you're like, there's like some nephews of Julian that are kind of annoying. They might just be pulling shit in the middle of the night. Their mom's pretty strict, and a little bit of a. She was the one in the city who was like, oh, I don't feel comfortable around the pores.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Julian was not impressed. But while all of that was going on, you guys got some guidance from this ghost girl in this hallway that you discovered. Learning of a being known as the Tall Man, who seems to prowl the city, but prefers the cemetery and the graveyard. I guess those are the same thing. I don't know why I said that. Putting off your visit to the schoolmaster, Philpotts, you guys went to the mausoleum after Mort decided to cast a spell that he had been holding on for quite some time, giving Julian true sight, and going to see what you guys might discover in the mausoleum, wanting to figure out a little more about this first grotto. You, going up, met the grave keeper, the general man, the groundskeeper for the cemetery. As you guys went up, you noticed a few kind of slightly disturbed ground on some of the graves. Not all of them, but just, it's like, oh, more than one, that's, okay. But it's an old city, so the cemetery, while not enormous, it was, okay, this is, I guess, for a town that's been around for 600 years, longer than that, it makes sense that it's so big. But the Veld family mausoleum is at the top of the hill.
I don't know if you described what the gravekeeper looks like, but
He's a goblin.
He's a goblin, okay, because in my head he's just the gravekeeper from Ocarina of Time, including he's just like an N64 model.
Those really polygonal
he's
models.
Just a very polygonal man. Like,
with the weird like the stretched face over the polygon.
Yep.
please, I need that piece of art. Stop. Just find it, man.
I'll draw it. But as you guys got in the mausoleum, it was pretty big. I don't know where my notebook is. I brought it down here somewhere. Anyway, we'll find it later. If I can imagine correctly, no, it's a teal one. I'll find it. It's not a problem. I described it not quite large enough. That's what she said. It is 40 feet wide by...
And that wasn't quite large enough.
I said it was 20 by 30 feet. It's 40 by 60 feet, and you guys enter in the kind of southwest of the hill, coming up through the center. Sorry, I had to imagine the map in my head.
It was crazy because they were like math symbols floating around you in real life.
Oh man, if I could just like draw shit magically with my fingers, that would make me so happy. Illusion magic would be the best.
Hey, Apple.
I was gonna say that sounds like a VR AR
Apple
thing.
Pro VR.
Yeah.
They got to sponsor us.
You don't want your Ray-Ban Meta sunglasses.
Do you think we can get Apple to sponsor us?
That'd be really cool.
No.
Dang.
What do they need a sponsor for?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, here's the iPhone 72.
We
You're gonna get it.
That's the ad campaign. You guys found an arcane lock that was not visible there. Julian sort of inspecting it, but that's where we paused for the evening. Ron, you wake up, kind of hobbling your way through. You've woken up with a fresh leg.
Hey!
It is, however,
A newborn baby's head.
yeah, it's
Like in
it's
Deadpool.
fucking naked. Yeah, there's no hair on it. You're just got like right here, hair like right up to like your bikini line, and then just like someone just
Got little
like
human
picked
toesies.
like your leg.
I pull
No
the
nails, just
I pull
little
the
human toesies.
I can feel like when I wake up, I feel the leg, and I like really excitedly pull the covers back, and I just go, "Well, that's off-putting," and just cover it back up. Like I'll let that marinate a little longer.
Chili.
As that happens, the door
Past bro
opens,
hair.
and you can see two
Rogaine.
nurses come in. A half-orc woman and a halfling person. Fresh linens, stuff. Behind them is Eloise. Ah! Good! I can see you... Yeah, everything working good, all the hinges. Anything squeaking, popping?
No, it's working great. It just looks a little freaky right now. Kind of looks like a naked mole rat on.
Yeah, you're right, it does. Now, it cost us a little bit of a fortune getting that grown so quickly.
That's fair.
But Julian said that he's been storing up his bit of whatever's been thrown his way, so I'll see what he has and we'll make it square. Maybe he'll figure out something and you guys can work it off. But if you're good, and she hands you a wooden crutch, she goes, you're still gonna maybe be a little bit of rest before you're feeling full speed. Your speed's going to be half till you get another long rest in you. But you can move. You got a leg, it'll transform with you. It's there. The hair will be back in a few days.
That's good. That I was getting a little worried about that. I thought I was just gonna have this weird freakish.
I'm pretty
like,
sure there's magic ways you guys can just regrow the hair too. Pretty easily.
It's weird that Ron's back, but he waited a full week to come with us. We went through the entire first grotto. We leveled up.
Yeah, right?
We took a vacation.
You guys. Oh, I was gonna say there's no way.
Wouldn't that be great if I'm like, you guys are checking out the grotto, and then I'm like, Ron, you wake up. It's been a week since the guys have been in town. That would have been cool, right? Like, that would have been like a big middle finger to you guys.
We're level 14 now.
Ah, shit!
Level 14 within a week? That would be amazing.
John's on his 5th character.
Fuck you, Jeremy. Fuck you.
By the time you come back, Grailmore has both been revived and murdered again.
Yep. Grailmore. Cassidy died. Grailmore was both his 3rd and 6th character.
Oh
You've just
my
been taking
god.
over the clones.
It got to a point where Cassidy just transformed into Grailmore, like, at lunchtime. It was a weird, like... Only with cucumber sandwiches.
Attack of the Grailmore clones. That's
Oh, man.
essentially what it turned into.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Hey, I got the figures.
You can revive
So many
Grailmore
Grailmores.
by buying a simulacrum of one of the clones. He just won't have a consciousness.
Don't worry. Just put a little death trap in there, and that'll take care of the Grailmore clone army.
The Grailmore clone will be drawn to the death trap. It's like a moth to a flame. It's just like, I need to go towards the death thing.
So,
us.
So am I going to meet up with
you
them, or
hobble in just as you can see there's a goblin gentleman who looks over at you and goes, "You're with Mr. Julian, eh?"
I am, yeah. His sister's been watching after me.
Ah, Miss Eloise.
Eloise,
Bit of a
yes.
firecracker.
Yeah, lovely person, yes. Helped me regrow my leg, as you can see.
Oh, I didn't know if that was just in fashion in the city.
Well, you know, I hear it is, but this wasn't intentional, you know.
Well,
If you want to touch it, though, I'll give you some gold and you can touch it. Or if you give me some
YOLO,
gold.
I'm more interested in the first of them.
I'll give you some. I'll pay you. And you can
That's
touch
gotta
my
be a
leg.
t-shirt too. I'll give you some gold if you want to touch my leg.
I finally ping Ron. I'm like, wow, he's a prostitute. I can ping him now. I found him.
This is how I'm gonna pay back. My intent was to make this a way
opposite of a prostitute.
the intent was this was going to be how I paid
Oh,
off
it's a pretty
the
bad
debt.
prostitute.
Was it like a restitute?
This was how I was going to pay off the
He's
debt, was just by having people touch my
Touch
leg
your
and
leg
pay
and
me for
pay you
it.
money.
Now I end up in more debt because I screwed up and paid people to touch my leg.
Ron is
Worst
crying.
business model.
Ron's crying, handing out, like, is this silver okay? I know, it's all I have.
I just bought this
Ah.
thing. I don't have any money.
Anyway, he's like, soft pass, but they're up the hill in the mausoleum.
Only a soft pass.
Any chance I
roll
could
a
get
convincing check.
anything I could get a ride on? You know, I'm not moving so well at the. Oh, you know what? Actually, Mare could give me a ride.
What's a moray?
That's
Wouldn't
a
Mare be?
Mare.
That's when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
Can I call?
I think it's right there.
Can I? Was Mare not with me?
What's a moray for you?
Mari bust.
I can call
Steve.
Mare if I.
We'll say, yeah, Mare's with you. We'll say
doesn't
he's
fit
down
in
in a
the-
grave when you find him.
Oh.
Just
Down in a grave?
like-
What happened to him?
just like digging out like a grave for somebody in the cemetery.
Ooh.
How
Look,
nice.
And you know what's a mare? He feels on his head and turns around, and the crocodilian-sized head is right there. Mare! Oh yeah, yes, right up there. Take care.
Well, thank you. You as well. What was your name again?
I don't remember.
Well, nice to meet you. I don't remember.
Oh, thank you.
Dambe?
Say what?
Dambe, the gravekeeper from Zelda.
Yep, let's do it. Dampe?
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Dampe.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
Thank you for directing me. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry you didn't want to touch my leg.
Oh.
You didn't want to touch my leg.
He's like,
The overconfidence on this one.
But as you open the door, you find your friends looking at. So, if I could better describe the space for you,
I'm banging a wrench against the wall.
it's
It's not gonna help.
right.
You have bigger things to bang against the wall.
I smite the wall.
Good thinking.
Is it still daytime right now?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Everybody knows that this is how palm trees fly away.
That's true.
They activate their helicopter wings.
All right.
That's a Pokemon waiting
So-
to happen.
This is all
There's
very.
already a pine tree Pokemon.
Not one that flies.
Executor.
I think it's a flying type. Or a midi flying type.
Which one?
Oh,
Tropius?
yeah. No, I think we're thinking of it's in the Hoppip line. Skiploom does something
Skyplume
similar
is
to that?
fast. Skyplume is speedy.
Well, no, but there's a Pokemon that has like little leaves that it uses to fly.
Oh yeah. It is
It's,
Hoppip.
yeah, the middle one or whatever. Skiploom is the middle one.
Yeah.
It's hop, skip, jump.
Anyway, so when you walk in, Ron, there's like 2 tiers of graves
And a palm tree.
and a palm tree.
Wow, such a
Costs a lot to upkeep that.
such an exotic graveyard.
All of your friends are gathered around the back wall, about up here. Oh Jesus, that's a lot bigger. But about like here is light shining in on a big mural on the floor
Oh, okay.
of like lilies. In the morning, late morning light, I guess at this point. But it's kind of peaceful. But you guys hear the of the door opening behind Ron. and
Zombies, I'll
Marnie.
get it.
Then you just hear like a as I'm like hobbling through.
And you
Smite
see, it is
before
not
seeing.
zombies. It's just Ron.
Just Ron. Thanks.
Oh, hello, Ron.
Hey,
How are
how's
your
it-
legs
Hey,
back?
Ran.
Hey,
Nice to
yeah.
see you there.
Hey, check this out. Yeah, look at that thing.
Oh,
It's as smooth
okay.
as a baby's bottom.
Good lord, put that away.
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh,
it's
gosh, what
off-putting,
happened
isn't
to
it?
Hideous.
NSFW.
I'll
The
just.
shirt's okay for you to be here? You don't need a little bit more time to
No, I was told I just need one more rest, but they said I'll be fine.
Yeah, sure, it kind of looks like one of them shaved bears there.
Yeah, it is off-putting. I'll find some cloth and tie it around it just so it's not creeping people out. It's even creeping me out.
Oh,
It's
I
very
think-
off-putting.
Try wearing pants.
Cassidy knows some restoration spells. I don't know if that would work.
Oh,
You right?
How about I just
You know
reincarnate
some
you?
restoration spells.
I
Greater restoration.
have lesser restoration.
Let's try it.
would that regrow my hair? Make my leg a little less freakish?
Roll an Arcana.
Let's do that.
We
Give
can
you
just
the-
reincarnate
I'll give
you
you
and
the
then you
help
can
action.
have whatever legs
What?
Give
of
you
the
the help
reincarnated
action.
All right.
species.
That one's cocked.
On the cock.
Murph.
Well,
Great.
that is
Best
going to
phrase
be 33 for Arcana.
Yeah, should pop it right back.
Ooh.
All right. Well, it looks like I should be able to fix that leg, so let's
Here,
do
touch
this.
it. Touch it. Come on.
See,
I don't.
touch it, kiss it.
Unless
What, are
lesser
you made of
restoration.
money?
Unless lesser restoration says that I have to be touching.
Ooh, all right. Yeah, get in there.
Let's see. Yes, it is. I do have to touch. So,
Ah.
and then I cast lesser restoration.
It looks like a chicken breast.
A chicken thigh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Just all of a sudden. But it's like that weird frizzy. It's like.
Yeah, it has to mat up like the rest of your fur.
So I just have like one leg that's just like everything sticking out awkwardly. Ah,
think
much
it's
better.
like
Thank
a-
you.
All of your body looks like a well-hugged teddy bear, except one leg looks like one fresh bought off the store shelf.
Ah, so luxurious.
Yeah,
Ah.
very soft.
So I put some ointment in Julian's eye so he can see everything now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's-
And as you say that, he's looking at the wall. And he's like, there's...
I can break it.
I don't suggest that, Sermia.
I cast catapult.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. I don't have catapult.
I
love that
have
line.
catapult.
You're like, I'm just kidding. I don't have catapult. But late when I do. And he says, it looks like there's... Does anyone have any chalk or paint or something. It's my family's. It's not defacing. It's my family's.
Yeah.
Any charcoal, anything. Just
Sure.
like.
Yeah, I probably have chalk.
And you can see him like pull back, and he's like drawing on the wall, and you can see there's like
Kenny.
3
My dice is right by your feet there.
concentric rings, like a smaller one, a bigger one, and a bigger one. And he's just tracing symbols. Even to you, Cassidy, you're like, fuck if I know. Like, I've never... that's a new symbol. I'd have to look at my books. Yeah, that's...
Fascinated.
Yeah,
Get this
exactly.
Down.
It's like if that's a written language, it's a dialect you haven't seen before.
I'm really smart. I can read this, but I'm not going to tell any of you what it says.
I believe it.
Hmm.
You're so humble.
I did.
So-
graduate
I'm the
high
best
school.
at being
The first
humble.
ring, I'm trying to make it with my body. It's about this big. The next one, so I guess maybe like 3 feet in diameter. Yes. The next one is maybe 6 feet in diameter, and then the third one is maybe 9 feet in diameter around it, and you can see. It looks like there's a pattern, but it's not conjoining. In the middle of the rings is a singular circle spot that looks similar to the Veld symbol that you guys have seen a lot of places. And he goes, as he like pulls the chalk away, there's like barely anything left. He says, this is a multi-tiered arcane lock. The entrance to the grotto won't reveal itself until we can get the 3 things needed for this. And he's kind of like tracing over the rings, and he's like, on the outermost ring it says the tears of a kami.
What?
Okay. Click.
You guys could roll an arcana or a nature check or a religion, I would argue.
Arcana, nature, or religion?
Yes.
I am terrible at all 3 of those.
13.
28.
15.
Okay. So
What would?
you're
Does anybody have Braddock's stats? Or
Yeah.
no?
he's sorry. As you guys got to this place, you noticed that Braddock's kind of snuck off in the direction of the guard tower.
Hmm.
The captain's quarters.
Is that where Martine is?
No, it's where the other town guard captain is for here.
Okay.
Martine is back in the city still. She might not even be there when you guys get back. But a kami, and this, all of you who rolled high enough to know that at least Sirmia, you would know that they're some sort of like magical plant creature. They're not quite a fairy.
Wait, how would I know this?
Did you roll?
I rolled a 13.
Yeah. You know approximately that about kami. Mort, you know that they're usually connected to spiritually charged natural groves. Cassidy, you would know that they are more or less plants that have been imbued with enough sort of divine spark that they have become a spirit in and of themselves. Some of them are just plants given sentience. Some of them are more anthropomorphic in how they present themselves, but they are known to be able to cure a lot of diseases. You heard while you were at the mansion that Eloise and Julian use plants from a supposed kami grove
They use
in the middle of the
tears.
woods.
Sirmia is great at making people cry.
But it says the tears of a kami, on the second ring, he goes, the breath of a ghost?
Here, breathe into this bag.
Grillmore? I have a paper bag. Just it expands. They tie it off.
Fuck you.
That'll work. We've captured it.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Fuck you. Zooms it out onto the wall. Fuck you.
Yeah, we should get the apparition assaulters to get ghost breath for us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's their specialty. They'd love to participate.
Wouldn't we be low-key making fun of them by requesting that from them?
No, I think.
They would take it seriously, but not accompany it, I think.
I think we should let them take the old Raven Crest try, you know?
They're not even part of Ravencrest yet.
You are so literal sometimes.
Well, that's up to you guys. The third ring, and he goes, blood of the air.
Here, let me just get an IV bag real quick.
I'm assuming you would...
Sirmia, do not twain me.
I don't know if you have to be twain so much as you just like even like a little prick, right?
Oh, how do you know that I'm the air?
Air do not see.
Then the ghost child called you the air.
I mean,
He said false air.
I know I'm the spitting. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
It's a
you.
false
Cassidy.
air.
False air.
I appreciate that. Before
That
we
kind
prick
of
me,
air?
prod me, do anything.
I thought it was air
Ron just gets him with a dagger in the side.
I don't even think we need a dagger. Like,
Bloodletting.
I could get like a needle, just like a regular, safe, sterile needle. It won't even hurt.
Come on, we'll leech you.
We just gotta see if it works real quick.
We'll do it after we get the first 2 rings.
No, we're
Roll
doing
me
it
a
right now to see if it
persuasion.
works.
Roll me a persuasion. It's not a super high DC because
Can I
you
just roll
guys
a
have been
strength?
like close friends for like.
I got a nat
fucking
20.
6. What dice did you use?
The weird.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
This came with my dice tower.
I love it.
Oh.
Sassy,
Is
baby.
The eye staring at you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Julian's like, all right. Hold on. Let's trigger.
Is he wiping in the
Do your
blood?
pinky.
Turn around. Let me do
Pinky.
your butt.
No, just do the pointer. Just do the pointer. Thank you. I'm just like,
It doesn't even hurt.
I know, but do I just like wipe and just kind of
Make a
wipe
smiley face.
Yeah,
And he
just
looks-
put a little bit of blood on there and see what happens.
and he presses it on the words where
Does
he
it
was
go-
like kind of tracing his finger where it says false air. And you see as the blood actually gets like it like absorbs into the like runes carved in and it fills in some of the space and he's like, oh, pulls it away and it glows a bright red and then it just loses the light and kind of smokes out.
It goes.
See?
I think that's a sign.
No, that means that he's not the right heir. So it proves that
Well,
he's
we
the
gotta
fault.
make sure. Let me try. I'm gonna prick myself. I'm gonna get a different clean needle and prick myself. And then I'm also gonna put a little blood on there. Like, okay, I'm probably not the heir. We're just gonna see if it reacts the same way.
I use
because
a
if it-
dirty needle. And
Sirmia, I fucking love you.
Don't do that. Oh my god.
Please don't do that.
Just stabs a
So, Mort,
dirty needle
as
in
you
his
do
neck.
Does it react at all? I guess that's what I'm trying to gauge.
You hear
Works.
a whir barely even start to like it doesn't even crank up like it did when Julian pricked his finger.
Okay, so
against it.
yours reacted a lot more strongly.
So at least he is blood related, but he's not like the actual heir.
what can we just use?
I can.
Necrocore?
I'm willing to.
Do we have Necrocore?
I think we do
See,
have
I'm
Necrocore.
smart.
Yeah, inside you guys.
No, we got
No,
we
we
got
need, like,
a
condensed.
sample. We got a sample of it. A vial.
Yeah.
We need like condensed. Yeah, like
Yeah.
ours is
Hey,
diluted
Cassie,
in
you
our
want to do us a
body.
favor?
Huh?
You want to do us a favor?
Just don't
Do you want to touch some volatile material?
Yeah, don't touch it directly.
Yeah,
don't let it touch
don't-
your skin.
Okay.
I guess it's 2 favors. 1, don't drink this. 2,
Don't let us see it.
That first favor is probably, honestly, the more important.
Also, don't let us see it.
yeah, here I wouldn't put it past you to do it for science. So don't do it for science. That's what we're
Okay.
here for.
That's, you know what, that's a fair statement.
You're asking
that
for
is
trouble
Once
if you
someone
touch
hits a
it.
certain level of, like, intelligence, it's like, you have to be like, we don't do the shoulda. Or we don't do the coulda. We do the shoulda. It's like, yeah, we do the shoulda, not coulda.
Okay. I understand. I will not let my scientific curiosity get the better of me. I will use.
You have seen
Roll
what
will
this
save.
stuff does to them.
Oh,
to
yeah.
be fair. So
Yeah.
it's not
So
like
it's
you're
like-
totally in the dark about this request.
Oh yeah.
Will save. Just kidding.
So you, even Julie and you guys all kind of collectively move to the back of the mausoleum. Yeah, they hand you the bag of holding with it. I imagine
Good.
it's like the plutonium, like the tongs that have it, like what's the hazmat setting on your arcane armor?
No, using my my all-purpose tool because it can literally transform into any tool that I need. So, like, okay, nice and gently, like, so, and then like, would it be prestidigitation that I could use to
Mage
remove?
hand could do it.
I don't have mage hand.
Thaumaturgy. I could use mage hand.
She could do it.
Okay, but if she sees it, then wouldn't.
I don't
You
even
guys are
see
in
it.
the room, but they're about 60 feet away. Now, when he pulls it out, there's a collective, like... And you guys, for a moment, feel like a... And you all kind of, like... Roll me...
Is anybody thirsty?
Yeah. Roll me a charisma save, Sirmia, and... Not you,
me,
you're
right?
good. Sirmia and Mort, and I'll do Braddock.
Is Braddock?
Braddock's not
I thought you
there.
said Braddock.
Alright, Braddock's not here, just you guys.
Damn, you missed.
19 on the die.
Oh, shit.
I got a 15 on the day.
Okay.
I will do
That's
a
30.
flash of
I
genius.
think I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, it's not a super
Yeah,
high
I got-
DC
okay.
because you guys
It's
did
a
get
small
a
amount.
ton of it purged.
Okay.
This was kind of like the last resistance, as until we explode an entire like roof to floor size tube of this onto us again. You guys feel confident in the sense that
Was
you're
it 20?
probably purged of the urge.
Oh, purge the urge.
You purge the urge, and you feel confident that you are not going to be compelled to try
How'd
and
we
ingest
purge
this
it?
stuff.
Okay.
As you see Cassidy pull it out, there's still this kind of like
How'd we purge
everybody's looking at each other in the back as you have it out, Cassidy. You see they're not chasing at you or anything, and you feel confident you can move forward with your
Okay.
perfect music shit.
Okay, I think we're good. And so then, to be fair, I am in full armor, so like,
Yep.
my hands are covered and everything. So I open up the top. I open up the
Right.
vial, and I want to pull out like a. Well, actually, I can transform my all-purpose tool into something that can just get a little, just a little scoop of it and just like put it on the wall. So, yep, like that. And I carefully, without making sure that it doesn't touch my skin, like put a little bit of it on the wall in the same place that they've been putting the blood.
Okay. So when Julian put his drop on, a number of the runes lit up.
Yep.
When Mort put a drop on, a little bit of the runes lit up. When you put the Necrocore on, both of the times they kind of sizzled out after they lit up for a second. When you put the Necrocore on, you guys see the whole ring light up, and you hear a cha-ching, And you see that much slower than previously, the entire ring slowly powers down and it very slowly sizzles up. You rolled a high, you were like a 30 something Arcana, right?
Yeah.
So you would know, Cassidy, you would either need more of the source, or this might be closer to whatever the pure source is that you need for the key. That's probably what this result is pointing to, one of those two options, as most likely.
So then would that mean that we need a purer source of necrocore than what we've got? Or either that or the blood of the actual heir, whoever they may be?
Oh,
Or, yeah, probably just Veld's blood.
You know the heir of Veld.
What? The heir of Veld?
Yeah.
Well, it's not Julian. I don't know where you're getting at.
Well, I'm not getting anything then.
Baltio?
What?
Like, isn't Baltio? Isn't that like Veld's son or whatever? He's around somewhere.
I mean,
I don't want to try to get his blood, that's for sure.
shit,
I'm good at getting blood.
he is my cousin?
I'm good at getting blood.
He would definitely be considered the heir. I don't know how getting his blood would go for us.
Or what's that, one person who was working with the cult but then ended up helping us out when we were in that laboratory? I think she's close enough to him that she could probably get a sample of his blood.
Is it possible your sister could have anything to do with this?
I mean, I don't think Eloise would try and get involved in anything like this. This is a little out of her purview. She hates that I get involved in this stuff anyway.
It's
From
I could ask her, but I'll do it from a safe throwing distance.
That's fair.
From the high arcana that I rolled, like would I know that from the reaction that the wall got from the amount of necrocore that I put on, because I was just a little bit, would I know whether or not like it would need more of the same thing in order to actually work, or would I know that like no matter how much of the same thing that I just put on there, it would just get the same reaction?
You get the sense that there's a chance with this vial you might be able to kind of force open, like kind of, you know, jerry rig it, like, if you can't get your hands on whatever the air, the blood of the air might mean.
Okay. Okay, so there is a chance that we can use what the rest of the necrocore that we have on hand to try and jury rig the lock, unless we can figure out who the actual heir is. That's just an option.
Oh, this is great music for this.
Why were we holding on to it in the first place?
Science.
Pretty much.
And I think we'll encounter more if we get rid of what we have. We can come back to it, I guess. We can focus on the other two locks for now.
I think that was the suggestion.
Yeah.
Do we have any way to contact Belpio?
What?
I mean,
We could cast sending.
yeah, so we can cast sending. There's not technically a restriction on that. I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that till you said it. I don't know if I want to be talking to him.
He
Yeah, I can
seems like
try.
a bad guy, high key.
We don't have any
What?
high key.
Curious.
I mean, did he ever give you anything? I mean, you do know him like this?
I didn't know. I didn't meet him until we were in the flesh building.
Did he ever give you a vial?
Oh no,
of
I
his
wasn't even
blood?
there. You guys told me about him. I didn't meet him until shit.
Did he ever live here?
And he kind of looks off.
Well, how's he even related
My-
to you?
Mom was young, but
I mean, you think anybody in your family might have anything related to him? Maybe I can try
my
scrying?
uncle Gersend and some of the other family members who were here, my mother was much younger, but I remember her talking about a tiefling who came to visit, calling her cousin when she was younger, but her family never talked about it. I was always afraid to bring it up. I didn't want to upset Uncle Gersend. He's got, the palpitations. He's old.
What, so we can't even talk about it now?
Well, I just wanted to get upset. My mom said he got really
Calm
upset then.
emotions.
I just don't.
Yeah.
All right, let's maybe get like some raspberry crumpets or
Let's
something.
just cast
I
calm
was gonna
emotions.
say, like, if one, I can cast Calm Emotions if I need to. I don't have it stocked right now, and I gave the thing to the child, and I don't want to take it back from her. That would be probably pretty rude. So I could cast it tomorrow. Alternatively, like I said, if anybody in the family might have anything related to him, I could potentially scry on him, but I don't know what that would actually accomplish in this case specifically.
Well, why don't we just unlock the 2 other locks and then come back to
Yeah, we have time to
Because
think.
we could just force the other lock
Yeah,
with strength.
yeah, and some Necrocore.
So a ghost breath
Nostromo.
and kami tears. Great.
Okay.
I could probably get the
Ghost breath.
commentators.
Easy. We just need
The
to
breath
go,
of the ghost that we just
We
encountered?
just need to go get a bag of breath from Eloise.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know necessarily how that works.
She'll breathe into my lungs and I'll hold it on the way to the mausoleum.
That
and I
sounds
can breathe onto the...
Dastardly. And that's the only way that I can describe that.
Or we could
Oh,
just
no,
bring
she's
her
kinda
here
high.
and have her breathe on the thing.
I don't think she wanted to
She
exit or
can't.
can't
No, she
exit.
can't exit. That was the whole stipulation.
I mean, she said she
She
could pass
wishes that she
on.
could exit.
I think that was more about passing on than less exiting the
And there was a reason she
physical
didn't want to come to
location.
the cemetery.
Yeah.
I feel
She
like
was afraid of the tall man.
Oh, okay. Let's dispatch the tall man and then she can come to the cemetery.
So before we take our break, as you say that, Sirmia, the light from outside looks like a cloud just goes right over the sun, and the kind of light shining through the stained glass disappears, and the
Oh,
clouds
how
get
convenient.
really
It's
dark.
nighttime.
Mm.
The shadows start to like
Oh, I cast daylight. I'm kidding.
crawl.
I'm kidding.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Have
So the shadows start to creep, but you notice they're creeping from 2 different directions as they creep across the floor. And then they fill right in the center, as right in the middle of the room stands a 9-foot figure with a stovepipe hat and a wide brim, and within this silhouette of shadow you just see these just like wolf reflective eyes towards you, and then this white smile of like jagged like needle teeth just curls up like this.
Okay, who's ready to kill Slenderman?
Oh, but we're gonna come back to that after this radio break. Stick right around.
Could be a ghost.
Ron's
if I've
like,
ever
who's-
seen one.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Just take his.
glue or anything like that?
I will go get some.
Thank
What
y'all.
happened to your dice tower?
It's upside down.
Here's so you can wipe your hands off.
Oh,
when I bring
your
it
little
back down.
felt thingy.
Yeah, one of the little felt thingies fell off, and I just want to stick it back on. Which might have fallen out of my bag. Because I put it
There are
in there.
replacements.
Yeah, but I have it with me. But my bag was just sitting upside down, so I think it just fell out. So it's probably just on the ground.
Oh yeah, and there were also people on there like making a sexist argument, saying, "Well, like there weren't any female ninjas in that time period," and it's like, are you that dumb? Of course there were female
Yeah, I mean,
ninjas.
if we're
during that
just
time
looking
period.
at Assassin's Creed, George Washington also didn't have a native friend that he just brought around with him during the whole adventure
even if all
that he
these
was
things-
on.
Even if all these things that you're saying were true, like we're still gonna put female and black ninjas in the game because it's 2024.
And it's fictional. Fictional. Get that through your heads.
I'm just picturing like that argument from, was it Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where he's like, fictional characters. Like,
Here's the thing: is there from what I understand, I don't know if it was like a DLC or what, but there was an Assassin's Creed that had a black woman in the lead in the past.
That
And
that
nobody-
came out originally as a DLC, but then like it released as its own game.
Right.
But
And then-
yes, there was a black female who was an assassin.
And you know what people said about that one? Nothing. I just had it, and then I dropped it again, and I'm so mad. Ready to go for the second time.
oh, nice.
Yeah, and also it's like this Assassin's Creed game is like one where you can choose between one of two characters. So even then, you could just choose to play as the female Japanese ninja for the entire game. If you did not want to play as the black samurai, you could choose between the two.
I just had it.
Yeah, that was like
So annoying.
when MLB The Show came out this year. They added a thing where you can play, like you can create a female character in it. And of course, all these people, well, it's not realistic. You can play, like, girls can't play in Major League Baseball. It's like, they just don't play as a female character. Play as a male. You don't need to.
They could. They just decided that they couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Oh yeah,
There are actually
How
some.
dare people have the option to do something?
There actually was just a girl, I can't remember what school she plays for, but there was a girl out in California that pitched for her college baseball team and played third base for her college softball team on the same day. Like, actually played in like both games. They're like, it's possible. There are people who do it.
I literally had it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's somewhere unconventional.
Probably.
Where'd you drop it?
It was sitting.
In your hand?
Yeah, I was holding it, and then I was shifted, and then I dropped it. So, I mean, I'm thinking it should have just rolled off of my body somewhere.
yeah, and
Did it
regardless
roll in the trash?
Probably not.
regardless of how that
That's
new
why I asked
Assassin's
TJ to get the
Creed
glue. Like, glue the thing back on, and then I dropped the thing.
regardless of what people think about that Assassin's Creed game, there's already an assassin game set in feudal Japan
Sorry,
where you get to
Jeremy, I
play
just
as both a samurai and a ninja, and that's Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's true.
Burp.
Nicely done.
Pardon me, thank you. That's diaphragm, baby.
Burp, Burp, burp.
Alright, can we see the map? Yes, but push it just.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Earthquake, all the walls fall. The end.
Oh, everybody dies. The rocks, they fall. It's no good.
How about no?
I can say that. I'm Italian. Don't let me hear anybody else talking like that. I'm kidding.
How about you? You crazy Dutch bastard.
I would if I could do it that well, but since I can't, I'm just not.
Since I'm not Italian. I
Oh yeah,
can't.
you're a paisan, aren't you?
Well, what's a paisan?
An Italian? You're
Oh
aren't you a
no,
little Italian?
no, I'm like basically all of the UK. I'm
You're
just
Celtic.
yeah, Scottish, Irish,
Yep.
English, a little bit of German, I think.
I'm Danish.
Oh, nice.
And maybe a Nordic.
I'm mostly Dutch and German, and then I've got a mixture of the British Isles, so British, Irish, and Scottish.
Jeremy's Mongolian.
Jeremy, this just made me think of you. The comment on the bottom.
Jesus.
Oh, it changed. Oh, wait.
Oh no. Yes.
Oh,
Nice Subaru reference.
I didn't see it.
All right. Oh good.
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
I'm gonna make sure I have the visuals here.
Going back to that joke about the Subarus.
Alright, let's see.
Because Jeremy has a
What
Subaru.
are
I do.
those? What are these? What are those? What are
Should we
those?
trade?
What do you have?
A grandma car.
No. Yeah, you'd have to. I mean,
It only has 85,000 miles.
That's pretty good.
can it fit a dog and a baby?
That would be weird if it couldn't.
Realistically, no.
Mine
Yeah.
can.
Not
It
the dog
could,
that's
but
your
not
size.
realistically.
Yeah, man, a 112-pound dog and a baby.
All right.
There's a dog sat in the front seat.
Could you guys put yourselves here-ish? You're over here.
Is that
at
where the lock
entrance.
is?
He's over.
Where?
Oh wait, no, you guys are over here. I'm sorry. The lock's over here. That's my bad.
So
Do
we're
you-
back.
Do you have that that Cassidy figurine you showed me?
No, it's in my car.
Oh,
I'll go get it. I want to use
Should
it.
I use Little Mare or Big Mare for
Oh,
the...
use Big Mare.
Big Mari's in here?
Make it little.
big man.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's
I feel
right.
like that's
We
a
got
little
freaking
bigger than
dragon.
Mare actually is.
I don't care. He's absolutely phenomenal and breathtaking.
Dragon tails, dragon
He's-
tails.
He's as breathtaking as Keanu Reeves. That is the highest compliment you can get, is being as breathtaking as Keanu Reeves.
Did you see the Key and Peele movie Keanu, where it would
Oh no,
Yeah.
I didn't.
it was Michael Key and Jordan Peele like in a movie where they find a little kitten and they name it Keanu after
Nice.
Keanu Reeves, and then the kitten gets kidnapped, and so the whole movie is just them trying to get it back. Like, we gotta find Keanu.
Sounds like the plot of John Wick, but
Pretty much, yeah.
it's very funny.
Or that White Castle movie.
Oh,
Harold and
Harold
Kumar.
Kumar Go to White Castle.
Yeah,
Love that movie.
with a douchier version of Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, that's actually that character was how Barney Stinson became a thing. Like they saw him in that role and they were like, okay, we got to write a character for him on How I Met Your Mother. Dude, why isn't Neil
Yeah,
Patrick Harris so horny?
I really didn't like the Barney Stinson character because in my mind he was like, okay, they're just making him Glenn Quagmire from Family Guy.
He was a little bit more nuanced than Glenn. Not quite, but or not a ton. But.
But
I
like,
would
well,
make
like
one of
in
those
those types of shows, there's always got to be like, I feel like there's always been a character that's like, oh, it's the good-looking guy that sleeps around.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's not
Friends.
good.
I've heard
What?
I've heard really interesting
Quagmire's
theories
not
though.
good-looking.
I've heard really
Hilarious.
interesting I've heard really interesting theories though that like Barney wasn't actually as bad as he was portrayed, and that it was Ted making him out to be worse than he was. Like, because the whole thing is told from
Yeah, from an elder Ted's point of view.
yeah. So they were saying that like because he married Robin and stuff like that, he like portrayed him as being a worse person in the stories.
So what we were seeing, well, what the audience was actually seeing was a worse version of Barney that.
Right.
An unreliable
Yeah, but does the
narrator.
Yeah, I was gonna
know
say
that.
because they do allude to the fact at times that Ted is not a reliable narrator all the time.
I think that show was fun the first time that I watched it, but I think if I watched it now, I would probably hate it.
I don't know. I've watched it a few times, and
Yeah.
it's like one of those shows that I like putting on in the background if I'm doing something. 'Cause
I think if I were watching today, my entire thought process would be, wow, this feels very much like a show of its time.
yeah, that's
Like
fair.
almost no black people,
It
and
aged
weird
poorly.
that he doesn't ever just accept no for an answer.
Yeah, that's true.
We just described Friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much
People
any
still
show
like
from
Friends.
90s. I've never really watched the show.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I don't really
It's always been
understand why
bad.
Friends got so popular.
It's always been bad.
Yeah, the
People
whole
just have
we're
bad taste.
on a break. Yeah.
Pivot!
Also, the ending was pretty bad.
The one that I went back and
I don't
like
know how it
started
She
rewatching.
didn't get on the plane.
She died. Who's she? I don't know.
I mean, is anybody trying to avoid How I Met Your Mother spoilers at this point? 2024.
Did Barney Stinson die?
So the entire show is like the dad telling the kids about how he met their mom. They finally meet in the last episode.
Spoilers, by the way, for everybody watching.
They don't meet in the last episode.
spoilers.
It's too late now. The
Basically,
the
like
spoiler
No,
grace period
they
is
meet-
long since over.
They meet in the
That's
last
fair.
episode of the
That's
second
fair.
to last season.
yeah, well,
Well-
either way, like the whole thing is like, oh, they finally get together, and then it's like, yeah, and that's how I met your mom. Sucks that she died of cancer, and it's like,
Yeah.
he's gonna drop that on
And
us.
then the kids just point out, like, do you realize that this whole story that you just talked about is just how you are in love with
You've been
Aunt
in love with
Robin?
the character that they set up as a red herring in the first episode, and then immediately established he wasn't going to be the romantic interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, run to her.
What-
And it's like, why throw? You threw away the literal entire series. What?
What's funny about that too is that Robin wasn't even intended to be the final love interest.
The
It was
final boss.
it was supposed to be Victoria. If the show got canceled early, it was going to be Victoria.
It was bad, and I was like, wow, you done threw the literal entire show. It's like, okay.
They made their money.
The one that I tried to go back and rewatch that was kind of problematic was Cheers. Like the first season was like kind of okay to watch, and then like when Sam and Diane finally like start dating, their relationship is so bad, and it's like I can't watch this anymore. This is really awkward to watch.
Someone's foot is attached to this.
Yeah, it's probably one of the Vampire Nights. I printed off so many of those.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
All right.
Vampire Nights.
Put Ran on one of those.
Vampire Days.
Ran's gonna fall. Again. I guess that's fine for now because Ran has a new leg.
Yay! Oh yeah, after he did the lesser restoration on my leg, did it just regrow the hair back, or is it like basically healed now?
It's healed.
Oh, okay, cool. So I don't have the half movement anymore. Yay!
You're welcome.
Thank you. You my boy, Cassidy. Like, what? What do you mean?
I ruined my map then. Alright, well. Let's get the shot. Stick to the. Hey, look, it's a Cassidy. I gotta clip his feet supports.
He's got goo on his feet.
He does have goo on his feet.
Clipping feet is a very fast way to get banned on Twitch.
Well, now I know.
And YouTube.
Clip my feet.
Good money, though. No.
Please clip my feet.
So when we left off,
When last we left our heroes.
they don't look like that.
Wow, you're so tall.
Boom, boo-doo-doo-doo, doo. Ba-na, this monster's in my book. Okay, let's see what we got here.
You don't have any 9-foot wide-brimmed hat beneath.
No, I shouldn't I?
Oh, I don't like that thing. I just looked up. I haven't seen that mini until right now. God.
I don't like this thing either.
Ah! Rather upsetting.
It's got like suction cup tentacle and lobster claws.
You know what? Maybe he's alright then.
What's the lobster claw gonna do?
Don't you worry about that.
Alright. As you guys all are here within this darkness, you hear a voice
Hello.
coming at you from all sides.
Oh.
Is it like absolute darkness or like dim light?
Very, very dim light. But you can see around this figure there seems to be just a cloud of darkness that is at his feet, but would probably be about your guys' shins. And you can just hear like a bunch of voices overlapping. Quite a colorful group of...
Cast sleigh light.
Cast what?
Sleigh light.
Quite a colorful group of little grave robbers.
I did not rob any graves.
We're
thank you very
not
much.
grave robbers. Don't know where you got that from.
Oh, don't worry. No judgment here. And as he puts his hands up and his fingers out, they like extend, and then there's like 2 extra digits like on each one.
Gross.
Well, look, pal. We mean you no harm. We're
I
just.
mean you harm.
What? Shut up.
I take it people call you the tall man?
As you say that, you see the head just like turn to you, and then the body like turns with it, and he just glides across the floor.
Yummy.
Does Julian still have True Sight up?
Yes.
Okay, so I probably still have Iron Mind up because I cast those right around the same time.
Yes.
So I cannot be feared currently. Just
Correct.
How far up does he go?
About 10 feet away. Anybody who's next to Mort, so that's just Mari. Mari, could you roll me...
Where is this guy right now?
He's kind of like right at that threshold. I didn't have a big enough flat floor.
Okay.
Mari, roll me a charisma save.
What would I do?
With a D20.
What's that?
With a D20.
Well, I know, but like, what do I add for a mod for? Is it just my like
Mari should
charisma
have-
modifier that I add?
Yeah, Mari should
Yeah,
have
Mari's
stats.
he's got his charisma.
Yeah, but I don't have. Oh, I see. Save there. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
you're good.
missed.
You're
Mari-
good. How
Okay.
dare you?
I know. Oh, nat 20.
Woo!
Mare, he's faced animals as they're like encroaching, so he's dealt with weird.
And this is
undead
the
shit.
first fight he's in where he's in this
Yeah,
giant
he's-
state, so he's like pumped and like,
He's
okay, let's
ready.
go.
Exactly. And so as this thing comes up, Mare senses like this dominating fear aura about it. Mortimer, you feel it's just like a heavy air, but you feel like this like pocket open up around you as he approaches, takes the hat, and it like comes off with like a trail of smoke and dips it down and then puts it back up. At your service. I see my reputation precedes me.
Something like that.
Are you a ghost?
Something like that.
Can you breathe on this wall for me?
Oh. You mean the Veld boy's little trick? And he floats through, like, before you guys have time to even, like, it's like a cloud, like, literally just, like, goes through you. It's like, have you ever, I don't know, have you ever been, like, on a motorcycle or something going fast and the air, like, hits your mouth so fast that it, like, takes the breath out of your, like, your diaphragm? It's like that feeling. It kind of tastes like,
Gatorade.
sulfur a little bit, but not quite.
Yellow Gatorade.
A little ripe.
Just regular eggs.
Just regular eggs. Yeah.
Oh.
No salt.
Oh.
Weird.
Ugh.
It's like a hard-boiled egg yolk. That's it.
So he
I
is
actually kind
now
of like that.
Yeah.
he's now here.
Mm-hmm.
A little chalky.
You don't happen to have any commies, do you?
Any what?
I need to make one cry.
Oh. You mean the little pests in the forest? No, they keep their homes quite safe. Away from prying eyes.
What do you do here?
This is my domain.
Is it?
There are creatures that you may have encountered in the world called house spirits. Anyone can roll me religion or history.
I'm so good at both of
I'll
those.
use a gift of luck.
I
here.
graduated in high school. Oh,
Well, gift of luck didn't do anything for me. 17.
21.
I got a 10 and 11.
Dirty 20.
Alright, so you all have probably heard of a house spirit at one point or another. They're basically, if you had to loosely categorize them, the closest kind of creature they are is fae. That being said, they're not like a pixie or a brownie or a pecan sandy.
Or a
Sorry,
ghosty.
could help myself. Or a ghosty.
Damn it.
But they're, if you had to categorize them, they're a type of fae, but they're a spirit that inhabits a household, usually connected to a family. Those of you who rolled a 15 or higher would know that there's things like Kikimora, which kind of look like little chicken women. There's things called Domovoi, which are called like little tiny men that are like cousin It from the Addams Family. But you also know that there are some darker house spirits. Usually they're helpful as long as the family takes care of the home, maybe offers up a little treat every now and then. You rolled a 20, right, Serbia?
Yeah.
Anybody else roll a 20 or higher?
21.
21. There's a particular type of darker house spirit. Usually they can mutate into a type called a lamenter. That's not what this is. There is an intelligent and mildly powerful type of house spirit who doesn't necessarily have to be confined to the domain of a normal house spirit, which is literally like a house. And that one is known as a boogeyman. There are
particular powerful types of boogeymen
Baba Yaga.
called crooked men. However, if you get caught within their domain, they have mild reality control within their domain, at least to the intruder's senses. And if you had to guess, this is at least a boogeyman, if not a crooked man.
How would Sermia know this?
Well, this is
I
a
can't-
dark fairy. I would argue
I
this
feel
is
like
something...
I can't justify her knowing this unless she has like encountered.
I was gonna say you might have had one as a kid.
Cassidy would know this because he's a researcher, so
Right.
he's definitely read about it.
I would even argue that maybe that makes sense for you, 100%. For Sermi, I would even argue that maybe when one was attacking you guys growing up, it attacking is what manifested Cece's latent divine powers, as a way that she kind of scared it off.
Mostly.
Throw some backstory in there for us to get a little more, some gummy worms on top of that mud cake. But he turns as you guys touching the wall,
Did it do anything?
and it smells like garbage water,
Oh,
even
Oh,
from
gosh.
you guys not being like right up on it.
Ron's just like,
Here, take a breath mint.
The runes flare up, but even those of you with a mild training in Arcana, I would argue because of your Jack of all trades, you can count that too. You guys know that this is like a false activation of the spell, similar to the Necrocore, to where it's like, if he'd like fucking like on this thing, you guys could probably lock pick this
But
and
we can
break
only
the lock.
we can only bust one of them realistically, right?
Or you could try and find a more pure undead spirit as opposed to this.
Well, we got
fey
one of
spirit.
those, and they just need us to kill that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I have methods. I can make it work if I need to.
Huh?
I mean,
I need you to spell it out for me. I'm kind of dumb.
no, I'll try. I mean, I have ideas. Nothing that I can do today. Just mechanically, I don't have the spells
Okay,
prepared.
so I'll kill.
But
We kill this guy.
I don't know if we have to kill this guy at all. I don't think we should be talking about this openly. Sorry, Mr. Man.
As it's like they're like this to the wall, and the hand, like the body stays there, but the head totally just like turns to all of you and goes,
God damn it, Sermia.
Not a problem. I appreciate her coyness.
My coyness. You're not
and
gonna take my coin.
the body
right?
like turns back around and goes,
Oh, gross.
See her poking around the Veld boys' old little playroom.
Well, have you been in there?
I've been everywhere in this town, little girl.
okay, Johnny Cash. Man,
You
in
can
black.
call me little because he's so tall.
Did you fall into a ring of fire?
Well, hopefully, whatever we're doing won't bother you, and maybe if we don't bother you,
God, Mort,
you
you're such a sucker.
have no need to bother us.
A boy with some sense about him. I would recommend you leave that little pestering flea upstairs alone. You'll get nothing out of her.
I liked her.
Yeah,
This guy gives me bad
I'm
vibes.
trying to help her pass on. I don't care if she helps me get to the grotto. It's just my duty to make sure she goes where she needs to go.
and as you say that, he like comes around and he almost like snakes around you in the smoke until he apparates fully, standing behind you, and he's kind of holding onto your robe.
death gods? Or
All of them.
overachiever?
I would argue perfectionist, but
He is polytheistic.
That wasn't even my intention. It's my original thought was he's gonna go from one to the other, but now it's just like, all right, well, this is fun. This is not what I planned for. I like it. I like it more than my original thought.
I mean, the way the Pantheon works, it's absolutely allowed.
Yeah.
When I was designing it, that was my general idea. Was you should be able to kind of. I need you for today because I'm going hunting, but not for when I go to market. You can sit on the shelf today. I need you for when I go into market. You know. But.
So you wish to let the girl pass on? Perhaps we could strike a deal.
Oh God, no.
oh,
He
here
looks
we
like
go.
He's looking more like a succulent tree by the minute.
That's the weirdest Jesus Christ.
Oh my God!
I don't make deals.
Surely your friend here has some sense about them. We could work something out. You...
Yeah, sure, Mort. You sell your soul.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I already put my deal on the table. You don't mess with us, and we don't mess with you.
What if I release the girl from the shackles that hold her here?
So he's the one responsible.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what I'm working on right now. I don't know if I need you to go out of your way to do that, much less... Like, I'm already satisfied with what I'm giving up to make that happen. Which is some of my time, some of my energy.
There are two ways that she goes free. I release her with a snap of my fingers.
Or I make him snap his fingers.
Or you snap your fingers.
And the room starts to grow darker as you say that.
Oh shit!
And he says,
Is that how it's going to be then? I thought you were smarter than this boy.
I was really hoping not to fight today.
I cast
As
protection from evil and good
do I.
on myself.
The offer is still on the table.
I didn't hear any offers.
Do a favor for me. I release the girl. And perhaps some sugar on the cream. I can perhaps steer you in the right direction for this little puzzle that the Veld boy has left for all of you.
Let's start here. What do you want?
persuasion.
I'm going to gift block this.
I've got a flash of genius.
And don't forget your
ready.
Brad inspiration and Flash of Genius, like you said.
Yeah. I have a 17 on the die.
Oh shit! Wow.
Okay,
that's
so
pretty
maybe
high.
you don't need flash of genius.
Yeah, so
You never know.
That's a 23 persuasion. Now, what's the Braddock? Is it a D6?
Yeah.
Yeah, Braddock is
Let's check
D6.
that in. 27.
Just to be on the safe side, flash of genius +5.
It's 27, 32.
Yeah, he rolled pretty high too, so every little bit helped. As you say that, he goes,
I suppose that's fair. Can't go in blindly, right?
No, I've done that enough recently.
So is our old friend Grailmore, hence why he's not here with us.
That one wasn't his fault.
Sad.
Thank you!
Two out of the 3 weren't his fault.
Which one?
You guys swear just for a moment when just a beam of light shines through on Mort, and you guys see just a little cloud of Mort come by and then wisp away into the shadows again.
You now have Grail War
Yeah,
inspiration.
Grail War inspiration.
No,
It's
dang.
equivalent
Yeah.
to banana.
I failed my next death save.
You fail your next death save,
Doesn't roll for it. Just
and it's
roll.
indefinite.
Auto fail.
There's something in there. That was like a drop.
There's a whole bunch more over there.
Yeah.
This village has been my proving grounds for centuries. Since the Veld boy first walked these streets as a lad. There are others who are poking their nose about town. And since you're here with that one,
And he kind of tilts his head to Julian.
I know that you're at least causing a little bit less trouble than whoever is stirring up the spirits around the place. I like when it's peaceful and I can feast on the occasional nightmare. But I'm getting a little...
And he like swells up to the height of the room, which is like 20 feet, and he's like,
engorged lately. Things are starting to leak out and manifest.
Don't like the word engorged and leaked together. That's just weird.
Right. Don't touch your leg, dude.
I'm just like rubbing my leg. I don't like this.
and you can see like as he's like saying this, his body's even starting to like swell a little bit. He's like,
The residual emotions.
and he's like slowly like shrinking and becoming more and more like solid and condensed until he's back into the form you first saw him.
Harder to control, but for now, I can maintain. Unfortunately, I cannot be as hands-on as I wish. If I steer you in the direction to open this, I believe it may flush out whoever is making my life difficult as of late. To which I would be much indebted, of course. That being said, until you can get this gate open, and the answers I believe that which I need are in there, I will maintain my tether to the girl. Whatever that Veld boy did, he has made it impossible for me to walk on his family grounds. She is my only line with which to know what is going on in that home.
Is that why you kidnapped her? Somebody looks really thirsty right now.
He flicks his finger and a glass of wine shows up next to you.
Thirsty like.
She's ready to
Aside from what he has done,
Tweening.
what exactly
She
is your
thirsts
interest
between.
in the Veld family? Why are you so interested in what's going on in their house?
Questions.
And what if we just got you a different way to monitor what's going on in the home? Would you let her free?
When I encountered
Such as...
a boogeyman as a child, boogeyman bad, boogeyman no good.
She's not wrong.
Weird. That's not a great argument to defend yourself. To make me want to help you.
He wanted to feast on little children.
For sure.
He's probably just keeping a line.
Judgmental.
Hey, I was a child once. Never again.
But then you took an arrow in the knee.
That's how puberty works.
I'm a vegan boogeyman. I only feast on adults' nightmares.
Persuasion.
Hey. Julie.
I got a 2.
I got a nat 1.
All right, fine.
I have ideas, I just don't know. I think they will be frowned upon.
By whom?
By the Veld family. Including Julian, probably.
There's hardly a Veld left in that home.
Julian's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Frowned upon. What are you gonna do?
I'm just, well,
Are you gonna kill that really annoying lady?
no, I'm throwing ideas.
La 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 la.
I'm not gonna kill anybody,
Oh,
and
damn.
you better not kill anybody because we will
I'm
come
not.
for you like a succulent treat. Okay?
Is this something I missed last week? The
No.
secret birthday?
Well, yeah, I guess yes.
kinda.
Serbia was just like cutting down trees with her sword.
She couldn't kill anything. She was
She just wanted something to swing at.
Nice.
There's a fresh path in town now. In case you're wondering.
Those kids, are they your nephews or the two little ones who like running around?
No, those are...
Well, no, I'm talking to Juliet.
Oh yeah, Claudine's. I mean, I guess they're technically my cousins, but I call them my nephews. Yeah, they're just cousin Claudine's 2 twins.
I mean, if the boogeyman doesn't kill them, what if they just keep them abreast of what's going on in the town? Like, they get their sense of adventure in a way that keeps them safe, and they feel like they're getting into something, and he still knows what's going on. The child goes free, nobody's getting hurt. Hopefully. I guess if he only wants to know what's happening.
He just came out that he was lying about being a vegan boogeyman.
Oh. Well, I don't want your nephews to get eaten.
Who are you going to believe, me or her?
You rolled an at
you-
1.
really, really convincing argument you're making.
Oh, let's see.
All I know is
a
there's
member
lot
of
of sap.
a
in
member
this
of our
tree.
party that we've been traveling with for so long, or
Who famously lies about everything, or another liar.
Hey, I rolled
No
a 2.
offense.
He rolled a 1. I
Yeah,
rolled a
I
2.
mean, so he eats kids. You definitely. Hey, you just level with
I
him. You
don't eat
I
kids.
eat kids.
Okay, well, then I'm not gonna give you the kids.
That is smart of you. I'm not going to judge you for that. I'm upset by your decision, though.
What paladin oath have you taken, or have you
I
not
don't.
taken?
I'm level 2. I don't have an oath.
Dang
I'm
it.
not even an oath breaker. I just skipped class that
Didn't
day.
even take an oath to break. I just hit shit real hard and low sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know.
They taught me all of the skills, and then I left.
Maybe something with a now see here, so at least you can see in there. I don't know.
I believe I will be happy if...
I guess
This close to initiative.
Yeah. Who do you know who it is who's stirring stuff up? Because if it's somebody who we're gonna take out anyways, I'm not making a deal. They're just gonna get taken out on the way. And if that benefits you, so be it. But I'm not gonna do it as a favor to you.
Persuasion.
I'm gonna use my final gift of luck. Okay, great. That makes me feel good. Oh, thank God I used my gift of luck. 'Cause one of them was in that one. That is a 20 on the die.
That's nice.
Not,
Yeah,
20,
20.
no, sorry, not a 20 on the die. 20 total.
He got a 17.
Yeah, it was
overall.
it was a 14 plus 6.
He goes.
The answer to one of these keys can be found at the old schoolhouse. With that pain in the ass, Philpots. Finding a kami can be quite bothersome, especially during the daylight hours, when it is, of course, more convenient for you
I'm a night owl.
folk.
I can see in the dark.
Run.
However,
Ron probably would have
That'd probably be okay.
Yeah, he'd probably have a pretty good time finding him.
Mm-hmm.
I can guide you safely in the cover of night through Barghest territory. If you promise not to be idiots about it toward the Kami Grove. It's a one-way ticket, though. I won't take you back. However, I offer you these two.
I mean, if we can make it
Gifts of
back,
trust.
we can make it there. I'm not worried about our protection or our tracking skills.
They did say not to be in the woods in the middle of the night. Barghest.
What is Barghest like a?
They can shadow walk, kind of like how you can cast Tree Stride as a ranger at 5th level and go anywhere in the world
Yeah.
as long as it has a tree.
What about are they capable of seeing something that's invisible? Do you know?
I'm not smart. I'm not smart. I just graduated high school.
Roll for history. Like
That would be a nature.
Nature.
If you know that they
Still
can
works.
see invisibility.
A
So
9.
18.
24.
A 9.
Cassidy, you recall that Barghest, especially if they're an alpha Barghest, have blind sense up to a certain range.
Okay.
So if you get close enough to them, they just sort of know you're there, unless you're being twinkle toes and off the ground. So.
They have the tough moves.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So that's
so are
probably
these
gonna get
like levitating or flying? We could get around.
I guess that's tremor sense, but yeah.
Oh, I could fly on Mare to get out there.
Yeah, but they could hear the flapping of the wings.
Yeah,
It would be like levitating or like magical fly, since you.
You didn't actually answer my question, though. Who are we taking out for you? That's what we need to know before we do
Yeah,
anything.
I don't even
that
know what the
benefits
deal
you.
is at this point.
Oh, yeah,
You just
what were
gave
the
us some
two gifts you were
information that I
talking about?
wanted, and now I want to.
Seek out Philpotts for a lead on your ghost breath.
I can get a
But that's
ghost.
what you. Is that what you want us to do? I'm confused.
Yeah, we already have we have leads. We already have the clues. We can work off from there. We're smart.
I'm really smart.
It's an offer. Otherwise, my wrangle on the energies about town are going to unravel sooner than later. So, take that chutzpah, that fire under your ass, and take care of it
Are
if
we
you're
so-
so sure of yourselves.
Supposed to
Or
figure out what we're supposed to do.
I will
I guess.
feast on your carcasses when you fail. Because you were so sure that you could do it alone. That Veld boy was sure. Oh, he knew. When he went off. When that horned boy came about 50 years ago. And he opened the stab thing up before, he was so sure. But I haven't seen hide or hair of him since. So go. Be the final part of it. 3rd time's the charm, I hear, after all.
Yeah. I am smarter than him after all.
I'm not particularly frightened, but that might be the spell. Oh, it's wearing off, and I'm pissing.
Oh, there we go. Need new clothes.
Gotta go. I mean, what does everybody else think?
I just don't know what he wants. He gave us all this information, and I'm still.
Yeah, and he
unclear about what
mentioned
wants.
like I'm willing to offer these 2 gifts. He never said what those gifts were.
I think the gifts were getting us to the commies.
Yeah, yeah, he was pretty clear on that. He just didn't really say what he wanted from us.
Well, considering how many Veld grottos we've already successfully completed.
Successfully
Yeah, I mean,
is an overstatement.
it sounds like it's not something that he wants, but something that he needs. He's going to lose control if we don't take out whatever's behind that door. So he's trying to expedite the process of getting us past that door.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I don't necessarily...
So while our interests align with getting rid of whatever's causing, well, getting rid of whoever's behind that door and causing all this,
Okay.
in the end, it's gonna benefit him.
So there's something in this grotto that you want gone, right?
Yes.
It sounds to
I
me
want
like it's going
you
to
to
be...
help us do that.
It sounds like it's going to be worse for everybody if he isn't here. If he loses control, I think there's a chance that everybody dies.
Yeah, so he can help us.
I think
When we
that's
open the door.
Yeah, I don't know if he's... Yeah, I guess the bargain sounds like... What are you getting out of this? Is it just your survival? Or just the control that you currently have?
Survival is everything, but it's so hard for one to flourish when they're constantly digesting. Also, I don't like other people poking around and trying to wrangle control around a place and the spiritual happenings. Like I said, this has been my town for quite some time.
So he's just
Well,
trying
so
to
you
keep
want
the
us-
status quo, basically.
Do you? There's people in town that you want us to take care of?
If
Do you know who
you
they
can
are?
find some clarity, but
You're
It
not
helps.
sure who they are.
I'm still trying to figure out who they remain. Elusive.
As much as I hate to say... Okay, cool. Thank you for finally saying that. That's the part that we needed to hear.
Yeah, you made it sound like
apologize.
they were.
I get distracted easily.
Yeah, hey,
Okay.
so do we. Hey, do you want to come along?
Yeah, no, actually,
We are.
you can stay here, but once we get the door open, you're coming with us. That's part of the deal.
As you wish, milady.
It's like certain death when we go into these places.
No, we have to be very careful how we word this. Not just you're coming with us. You're coming with us and you're not going to do harm to any of us, or our loved ones, or impede our goals. Right? Because just coming with us could be pretty bad.
Well, what? I mean,
As
I
you
can kill
wish.
him.
Do we have a deal then?
Oh, God.
who's shaking on it?
Just say the words.
He already touched you more.
What happens if we can't complete our side of the deal?
I always follow through.
We'll figure things out.
Fine, it'll be my soul on the line then.
Slay.
Oh, souls. Like
He already said it.
My dreams, my whatever you need.
He already said it.
We'll come to that bridge when it's time.
Bro's gonna be
it's
so
time,
mad at
I
you.
should have more faith in all of us.
Ah,
After
that's
all,
fine.
we are in this together.
We are...
We are.
Actually, I'm just helping out.
Where are
Mort
you?
put his soul
He
on
just
the line.
got to Wano. That is very exciting. Water 7 kind of lagged, though.
I'm still not that far in One Piece.
I still prefer Eddie Slappy.
Classic choice.
I watched SpongeBob once.
One episode.
And as
The best
you
one though.
say that, he smiles, and the shadows pull into all the corners, and right where he was is a wide-brimmed hat.
Oh, cool. I put it on.
Still sunny?
Is it a normal wide-brimmed
No
hat?
hesitation at all. Okay.
I try to pull a
Julian's
rabbit
like,
out. Does a rabbit come out? when I
using
pull
my
it?
no.
using
Wow.
my
does.
using my goggles,
What?
I identify. I'm like trying to like look at the specs of that hat.
It is giving off like weird astral energy.
It's giving astral.
Oh,
It's
God.
giving astral.
Yeah. What if the goggles are like really Gen Z?
It's giving Grailmore.
It's giving Grailmore.
The goggles of Gen Z
it-
identify.
Seems to just have the general kind of magical funk of the astral plane about it. Not like a portal, not like there's a spell on it, but you can just sense it's just like a charged item. Very much. It's very much like the hat from Galaxy Express 999.
Alright.
Fashion state.
Okay. Well, my soul is at risk again.
Let's go tell Braddock.
No, we don't have to tell.
No, we don't have to tell him.
We just have to win, right? That's what we always do.
Morsq, you made your bed, you gotta sleep in it.
I can't believe you said that. He didn't even want it.
It just seemed the easiest way to make sure that nobody else has to get hurt if something goes wrong.
Okay. I could have put my yesterday's croissant on the line.
I don't think he would have wanted a croissant.
That would have been hilarious. As you guys are saying that,
Chocolate croissant?
you hear
They
a
did
knock
have those.
on the door. Dunk, dunk,
Is that
dunk.
what's his name?
Who is it?
Dambe.
And you hear the dunk, dunk, dunk.
What do you want?
Open the door with thaumaturgy.
All right.
So this guy's gone.
He is gone.
He's a hat now.
I really like this hat.
As you thaumaturgy open the door, you see there's nothing there at the door.
I throw
It
the
opens
hat
up.
through the door.
It passes through. There's nothing. And then,
Is it nighttime
what
out?
was his name?
Dampe?
Dambe?
Dambe?
Dampe.
Dambe.
Dambe.
It's a P.
Dambe.
He comes
Dambe.
walking up the path and he goes, how's everything going in here? Is it? And then you see these little claws reach down from above the door.
It's nighttime?
No, it's
Still daytime.
daytime.
Yep.
Grabs him and he's like, "Ugh!" And he looks at you and gets yanked up, like out of the door frame, and you hear him, "Ah!" And you hear like a and some blood drip down
Jesus,
as
that was metal
Oh,
as fuck.
these tiny little. Well, they kind of look like that right there. These little guys.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh.
They're about the size of pit bulls. They just like crawl in along the walls. 4 of them, and then a pack of what look like zombies, but these throbbing, glowing yellow pustules all over
Definitely
their
don't
body.
touch those.
And they just rush in the door. Everybody roll initiative!
Yay! Zombies in the daylight!
14.
Oh no!
Oh, there we go. There's my initiative book.
Nat 20.
12.
Dirty 20.
Also,
God, I love having a +9 to my
I'm
initiative
posting
now.
in the art
What you
chat
got?
a picture of the Gravekeeper from the N64 Zelda. This is the guy that I'm imagining. I posted it.
Oh yeah.
That's so
It's
perfect.
just him. It's just the actual N64 model. It's this guy.
He's dead now.
He also turned into a ghost in Ocarina of Time. So, you know.
What'd you get, Mort?
12.
It's literally all of you guys and then them. Okay, where's these guys? Here we go. Oh yeah, he's not there anymore.
I was hoping to not do a lot of fighting today because I don't have much fighting spells prepared.
Uh-oh.
I have my exploration spells prepared.
I know you'll be smart about this. Plus, you got literally like probably 3 of the best people to have for this.
Yeah. I'm not like worried, but I'm like, ugh. All my AoEs are not prepared right now.
I'm amazed that I have this many just on hand. Okay, awesome. Oh, well. Man, I feel bad. I really liked him, but...
He had to die.
The show must go on.
Deadheads can be found in our 5e sourcebook Into the Runaverse. Anyway, let's start at the top of the turn order with Cassidy.
Alrighty, so is there like a wall and then the door and then a wall there?
It's not a wall, it's just that's one big open thing. I just didn't have one big connecting open room.
Okay, so
If it's not raised up like on those higher ones, it's,
okay.
so this is all open floor.
Okay, got it. Alright, so then Cassidy is just going to attack this guy with his lightning launcher. Okay, pull it up there. That is going to be 24 to hit.
That hits. Oh wow, I didn't even plan this. What? I realize I've...
Sure. That is going to be 26 points of lightning damage.
Oh, right. As you release the lightning damage, it hits the deadhead walker, and it explodes in a burst of yellow fog. I knew I would keep these things for a good reason.
Excuse me.
So it just yellow fog.
Yep.
It is the fog like dissipating, or is it just like
It's like
there?
a thick spore fog.
Okay. Then extra attack. He's going to attack these little hands
Okay.
with the lightning launcher. And so element, that's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
23 points of lightning damage. To
All
that.
right, and that one you hit it, and this one actually, though it's smaller, it's beefier when you hit it. It takes it, like opens up its weird plant mouth at you.
All right, and then bonus action firebolt to the same guy.
All right.
Nat 20.
Nice.
So that is
Hey, Mort. These are plant-type monsters.
They're not undead.
They're both.
Mmm.
They count as both.
Got it.
2 types
And I
of
only
Pokemon.
tell you that outright because you've had to roll on these like 4 times already in this story, so I feel you know that.
Oh, understood. Thank you for telling that to the grave cleric who just gets blight repaired automatically.
I know you've been saying this since like session 1, so
Yeah,
I'm like, you know
I've
what?
literally never used blight.
These present as undead, and it literally says undead/plant. That's why I designed them, double-type monsters.
Fun.
so critical hit double. That is 50 points of fire damage.
So have you guys ever done like a vegetable like shake before? Like it's
Never.
like, or cut the lawn. It's just like sprayed grass on the side of the wall here, and it still explodes in a gas cloud, but it's kind of like going that way with how much force is hit by this thing.
So okay, and then as I see like those 2 forms
Roll
of
for
mist,
Julian.
as Cassidy sees those 2 forms of mist, he says like, "Okay, everybody, it looks like we've got like the creatures disintegrate into a mist, and the mist is just staying there. So probably best to keep your distance."
Ran, it's your turn. I'm sorry, do you have more stuff you can do?
I'm gonna, since I have boots of flying, I'm gonna like levitate like probably 10, 15 feet into the air.
Satisfying.
Okay. So, Ron is going to, for the first time,
In forever.
he's going to mount.
Use his legs.
He's gonna. Too soon. As my furry, my ridiculously furry leg is sitting out. Ron is going to, for the first time, mount and fly Mare.
Nice.
But for right now, he's just going to actually. I'll take him off, just so we know he's like flying with him right now. So he is just for right now going to mount Mare.
Go get him, Hiccup.
And then he is going to bonus action Hunter's Mark, and I'll just go after the first guy, the big green guy. Yep. So I'm gonna go after him first.
All right.
And I am gonna pull out my what is that called? My silverleaf longbow.
Mounting and
yeah,
pulling out, going
baby.
on.
With my what is it? The unending endless quiver. Endless quiver.
Ooh, fun.
So
I made this as a monster to fuck up the bard in my first game.
okay,
Ruining my shit. Throw it at me, Home Slice. What'd you get?
so let's see. 2 attack. That is going to be a dirty 20 because I now have a plus 12 to hit.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking
hits.
about.
Okay, so that is going to be, let's do... Alright, what was it again? 1d8, where's my d8? Okay.
Where is my D8?
So that's going to be 11 points of damage.
On which one? I'm sorry.
Big green,
Make sure
right
I
at
grab
the front.
Big green.
Oh.
Is that including the extra damage from Hunter's Mark, or is that not the guy?
Hold on, that's a good point.
Plus DS6.
Hold on.
Extra D6.
Extra D6, thank you. I've never used Hunter's Mark before, so
Yeah,
I
it's
forgot.
laps. It's just free damage, just for fun.
it's exactly
That
what it
was
is.
a D4 you just rolled. It's a D6.
Oh, D6. Oh, sorry, thank you. Okay. 2, so whatever I said plus 2.
So 13.
13, yeah.
You hit it, and it, like... It's still holding on, but it's literally like... like the air is starting to leak out of the pockets.
Beautiful.
But it's like right fucking there.
Okay, so I am going to then use Many Shot to take another ranged attack. I'll go after him again. Okay, so that's going to be a 31 to hit.
It
Now you're cooking.
falls over, and the smoke cloud travels with it, exploding right there.
Do you have the sharpshooter feat?
I do have
Oh
Sharpshooter,
my
yes.
god.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, like, you
Rangers
take
are
a
such
minus
problem.
5 on the roll, and then if you hit, it's a
Plus
plus
10
10
to
damage.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and take my extra...
He's also the only one that can't fly.
I'm going to go ahead and take my extra attack then.
Or I guess Braddock can't fly.
And I'm going to go after Big Blue on
All right.
your left, my right.
Those are such great models.
That's going to be a 27 to
That-
hit.
It's going to be a hit.
Okay. So
It's a zombie.
that's going to be
Oh, it's
16
AC
points of
monster.
damage.
Oh, wait, no, you don't have it as a regular one. You're right.
Yeah, because I would have to use a. I don't
I
have a
failed
bonus
you.
action.
I'm
Gosh,
so
Mort.
sorry.
What, you don't have 2 bonus actions? Get good.
Aren't you multi-class in the
Skill
thief
issue.
in Baldur's Gate 3 specifically?
Yeah, can we
How much damage did
can
you
we
do on
make,
that one?
That was
Baldur's
16
Gate
points of
class
damage.
thieves?
That is exactly enough.
Hey, all right. All right. So for right now, that's gonna be all of his actions. But him and Mare are going to zip up into the air. Let's see. I think he can move 30. Wait, no. What's his flight? I'm sorry, I forgot what his flight stats are. Mare, where are you at? He's okay. 80. So I'll just move 80.
It's 20 feet high.
Oh, so I'll go 20 feet.
I don't know if you can even go 20 feet because you also have to flap your wings.
Yeah, he'll just be like 15 feet in the air, we'll say.
Whose turn?
Mari goes 15 feet in the air.
Yeah.
It is Sermia's turn, and then Julian and Mort share turn order, but Mort can take priority.
Termia yawns, unfazed by the danger level of zombies. She sits down cross-legged and starts to play her new little sitar toy.
Okay.
This one doesn't have. Let's say this out loud. This one doesn't have wall of fire, but it has a couple fun ones. And
I'm so scared when she says that.
this is
That's like the
this is
gas
like
cloud.
this is a 15-foot radius, but the cloud that I'm gonna make is a 20-foot radius, so it's the whole room. And it's a plague of locusts, and they all have to make a con save. And that's considered difficult terrain now.
Mort puts his spell casting focus away. Oh man, I was hoping to use that.
So the 3 little guys saved, but the 2 middle guys failed.
Yeah, we'll see. 12, 16, 19 piercing damage.
All right. So
If
these
you
two,
failed.
if they failed, so these 2 explode, adding to the gas.
And then it's halved if not.
All right.
And it's still difficult terrain for the remainder.
All right. As yeah.
I still have a bonus action, but I don't know if I can do anything unless I'm up close. Yeah, I'll be done.
Reaching in through the door. I don't know where my big figure is for this.
I wanted to use it so bad.
Is an enormous deadhead with like their stomach caved out, coming in through the room, just like pieces of dead animals and just detritus coming out of this like hollowed out husk that is the main part of the body. It's gonna take a swipe. Cast.
Does it have enough movement to get that far?
Is this difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
And I'm also, before I end my turn, I'm going to use a bonus action to throw an air seed at the front of the gas cloud, and
Okay.
it disperses gas in a 10-foot radius.
All right. So there's a little 10-foot radius of clean air.
Just kind of like in the front of the doorway so that it doesn't start to encroach into our room.
Reach. Oh, I'm 1 square away from reaching you, Cassidy. All right, that's all that it can do. Mort, it's your turn.
Grand.
It ends its turn there. Con save.
You can't do anything else. Nat 1.
Woo! 7. 17, 22 piercing damage.
I needed also to make a con save. This one's also a plant. So it makes us a DC 19 con save with disadvantage.
Oh, that 1 is cocked, but they were both 10s. Oh, at disadvantage, you motherfucker.
Just yeah, it's this.
It failed.
Great. So I don't roll just as max damage. I'm gonna cast Blade at a 5th level. That just does 72 damage.
Dang.
It just does max damage, so it does 98 max. It is necrotic if that's a factor at all. Great. 72 damage. Can I have him make us now a DC 21 wisdom save? From any bonus action.
Fail.
Grand. And now I do. Let's see here.
Jesus.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
36 more damage. With a cantrip. It's 3d12. I got 2 10s and an 11 plus 5 because of potent spellcasting.
Slay.
I think it's the most damage Mort's ever done in a single turn.
How much damage?
That's almost this whole smite.
Was 31 more damage? Yeah, because it was.
But I mean, like, what was the overall number?
10 plus 10.
72 plus
11
30.
Plus 5,
Oh, okay.
Plus 72.
Well, he only had 79 hit points.
Yeah, 108 damage.
So as it comes in, I imagine it's just pushing through the difficult terrain.
Through all the
Cassidy,
locusts.
you see, yep, it's coming towards you, and the locusts are just like ripping at it, and it like
And Mort just
reaches out. Yep,
It just dries it out. So the locusts can save the rest of it.
yep, and it does, unfortunately,
Oh.
drop a gravity fall sticker. No, it does drop a cloud right here. I need Cassidy, Mort, and Mare and Ran to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Works for me.
Even if we're up in the air?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Mine's not looking pretty. Mine's probably going to be a fail.
What did you roll? I still got Flash of Genius.
Does that work on saving throws?
Yes.
I got a 7 total. I'm not worried about it. I'll just eat the L here.
I'm not too worried about it.
Like, I'm at full health. We can cure diseases if we need to.
Yeah.
Like, we're probably fine.
Yeah.
Mare,
Combat's basically over. Like, that was probably the big one.
Mare got a 17 on his save, and Ron got a... I just lost it. Constitution, also a 17.
I'll do Flash of Genius on Ron, so I had plus 5 to that, and Cassidy got a 27.
Mort.
There we go.
Yeah, you take a big breath on accident, like, oh fuck.
It's a great job, sorry.
You are infected with deadhead rot.
Oh, no.
Until you are healed, you will take 1d4 poison damage every round. And you will suffer 1 strength, dex, and con damage every hour on the hour starting now.
Okay.
Is combat over, or are those things still there?
Roll to see if it can be healed with lesser restoration.
No,
I think
we
there's
already
still
know
some
that it
guys
can't.
on, there's still some guys on the
We
edge.
literally
yeah.
discussed this last week.
But they
with
do
the
have
nurse.
antidotes.
She said they have antidotes, but it can't be cured by magical means.
Oh.
That's why it's such a pain in the ass.
What about magical beans? Do we...
Nothing magical.
Ron puts his beans away.
Ah, shit.
Someday.
One of these days.
One of these days. Now I gotta write a Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Cassidy could make an antidote for it. Like he does. Like if he hasn't already if he hasn't already read about it, he can do the necessary research for
I
it.
feel like it's a little more urgent considering he takes a 1d4 damage per round, which is every 6 seconds.
That's fair. Alright,
We're still in combat though, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can heal myself every 6 seconds. It's fine. Here, yeah, just like lay on hands every 6 seconds.
Yeah, I only have 10 HP.
Oh,
Alright.
I learned how to do it.
You're level 2 paladin.
I've got that ring
Okay,
that
I'll go.
allows me to store my own
Creepers.
HP
Let me
to
see
heal.
these
But
guys. What's their movement?
I can make it work.
Burrow. That's interesting.
They can burrow into stones.
It's like the palliative sense you're Ron or something. You just keep punching them so I can heal myself.
Two of them have to roll a con
Mare,
save.
this one is going to try and jump onto you with an
Rude.
attack. They both fail. How much damage do they take for the con save?
They have to roll a con save.
They
first.
did. They failed.
they failed.
They rolled a 13 and a 14.
15, 22.
All right, they're not looking great. Mare, they're gonna try and jump. It was almost a 19 and it moved to a 1. So it lands right in the middle of all of you guys and
looking at both of you. You've killed all the walkers. Cassidy, it's back up to you.
All right.
It's up to you, Cassidy.
Throw it back in the plague. Throw it in the plague.
That's actually a good point. What would it just be an action to just throw someone?
It'd be so.
A
You
grapple.
could move there. It'd be a grapple and then athletics to throw them if you succeed on the grapple.
Okay.
This is my favorite Duolingo, reminder.
All right. So then he will go over to
My dual
that guy
power
and
reminder.
grapple, and so it would just be the strength modifier
Nice.
for a grapple.
It's dueling athletic checks is how we
Dual
do it.
athletic checks. Okay.
Yeah, so you
Got
do
it.
an athletics, they do an athletics. They rolled great on the dice. They don't really get any bonuses though, so
Okay.
the odds are technically in your favor.
Mm-hmm. Gonna.
You fell.
Oh, he's prone, wouldn't it? Be
All right.
disadvantage?
Yeah, that will definitely help. So. That's a 36.
Yes, you managed to grab the writhing plant pitbull.
All right, and I'm gonna throw it back into the plague.
Athletics.
Gonna use the. That is a 19.
You and you just see it like it's literally like little grass flakes go out as you throw it into the swarm, being just shredded as it gets thrown back into here.
And he's gonna. So he was here, but he still had to breathe in. He still had to roll a con save to breathe in that
Correct.
gas.
If you enter in the gas, you will have to roll a con save.
So that, but. So then, if this is the radius for the gas, and I was here, then what is the actual radius if that's not an accurate representation?
It's like 10 feet.
10
I guess
feet.
that's 10 feet.
So, I guess he'll just move a little bit to the side then? Would that be enough to be out of the range of the
Just
gas?
enough. Yeah. You're
Okay.
Like,
And then, since that was his action that he took, I'm assuming that he didn't attack with his lightning launcher, so he can't do
Right.
extra attack. But
Yeah,
he's still
that
gonna
was-
he's still gonna bonus action firebolt that guy.
Gas.
And
lights
that
the bugs on fire.
28 to hit.
That hits.
They're magical bugs. I don't know if they have HP,
I don't think they do.
but it's still gas. Nobody here except TJ remembers Ricky.
Remembers what?
He'll sharp.
That is 26 points of fire damage to that guy.
All right, it explodes and its pieces of grass get pulled into the bug swirl
And the gas.
and the gas.
The gas explodes.
Oh fuck!
It was fire.
I need everyone to roll me a dexterity saving
Jesus
throw.
Christ. Do I have a minus to that because of the rot?
No.
Not yet.
It's a -1 to your dexterity score.
Has that started yet though?
Yes.
Do I have any bonuses for
Okay,
being...
so then yeah, my dex does go down a little baby bit.
Do I have any bonuses for being 35 feet away?
No, because it's the force.
Oh, fuck.
I only got
So
a 9
good
on the dex
dex
save.
So good.
Uh,
I'm gonna use a
Julian rolled a 2.
and a Braddock. A Bardic and a Braddock. Good thing I used a Bardic and a Braddock.
Oh, I haven't
I'll
used
use
my
that one.
Braddock inspiration. I might as well use that just in case.
That's
That's a D6, right?
24.
Okay. 19 for Ryan.
what did you get?
What did I get? It was 9, I think it was.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, Julian got a 2, so I know that using Flash of Genius won't really help him. But
It's fine. We still have other stuff to do in the day. We've already used like 3 in this combat.
I've
We only
still
have 5.
got. I've still got 2 left. So
Yeah, we're still
For an entire day.
we're still pretty
It's still
early in the
morning.
day.
All right.
Sorry, I forgot to say. But Cassidy got a 22.
22. What'd you get, Sermia?
24.
What'd you get?
19.
Like a 9.
What did Mari get?
Oh, hold on. I forgot to roll, Mari. It was a dex, you said?
Yes.
Yep.
10.
All right, Mari and Mort, you both take 52 force damage.
Jesus Christ, Cassidy.
The rest
Everybody
of you
Veld
take
journal
half of
number
that.
1.
So
I need all my health. I'm rotting.
26, 27.
Yeah, 27. Oh, Julian takes 52 damage too as you guys get slammed against the stone.
These guys are gone.
There's nothing left. Like all of the graves are scorched. We're totally out of combat. Julian's
like,
hair
is it clear that there aren't any outside?
No, it's like the door is blown off its hinges. You can see. Yeah, the door's blown off its hinges. Like you hear. And leaning in is what was it, Damba?
I dispel my bugs and I grab Mort and I teleport to the mansion.
You could. Yeah. So you do, and you can see Damba's just holding his stomach in as he leans in the door, like, oh, what the hell was that? As you immediately like flash out.
I use the
Sorry
cape,
about that.
So there's a smoke bomb around everyone else.
Yep.
They see more gas.
Sorry, just dealing with a bunch of zombie creatures that
Always
attack.
something with you, Mr. Julian.
He's like, it starts downing some of his potions that he's already been working on since he's been here. Handing them out. As you guys thump right in the middle of the infirmary, Eloise is like, Sweeticious!
Sorry.
Oh, hi, Eloise.
What the hell? What is that what that boom was?
Get us a deadhead antidote.
Long time no see, Eloise. How you doing?
Well, no.
it's just
They
us.
are at the mansions. We are still in the graveyard.
Have you got it? Where did you get this? She goes
because he
sniffing around
needs
in
an
the forest.
antidote immediately.
Got it, okay.
Graveyard.
Deadhead's in the
Deadhead's in the graveyard. Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
Antidote!
Mort takes 12 damage.
I can feel my
Mort
muscles
takes
degrading.
2 damage.
and you
Mort takes
so
2 damage.
Mort, you take. Yep, I was gonna say. You keep taking this damage. You take 1 damage as she injects. You are cured of all effects.
All the stats are back to normal.
It'll take a short rest till the stats return, just because his body needs to like filter it. But after
I
a
felt
short
my
rest,
muscles degrading.
that's what
It
happens.
sucks. I felt like I had muscles for the first time. Like, I've really been bulking up since starting to adventure.
I see why my brother likes you guys. Well, listen, if there's that, wait, in the cemetery, what were you doing poking around the cemetery? You know what? Don't. You should
I'm not
look
going
around.
to tell you why.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be happy.
Tell
to
me
hear the
why.
answers, and you don't need to.
nothing but a
We were having a fun little
Tell me when
I'll bet you were, but
Ain't nothing but.
I don't want to hear about it now. Maybe we'll have a nightcap later after we close the infirmary down.
I don't want anything with a cap right now.
Oh, right. Yep, that's sorry. Poor choice of words. But if you could please kindly... You're doing good. Do you need any more healing? Do you need to tend to you? We have a few potions on hand. But
Oh, yeah,
we have
please
some
give us
healers
a
too.
I
potion.
would love
Potions,
some
please.
potions, because, how much have I taken?
You took 52 plus 12 plus 2. Are you
She
up?
looks over.
66?
Yeah, I have 25 HP left.
Sister Doreen and this old priestess.
I can also just
The
take a
front
regular-
of Cassidy's armor is just completely
I'll just
black
take a
from the
regular
sun.
brush.
She's like pushing her fingers on your lips.
More. This is when the spell wears off.
And when she does that, she casts heal on you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, just the actual heal spell?
Yep.
Jesus, that's a
I
high
want one
level.
of those.
That's a high level spell. Good lord.
One a day, dearie, one a day.
Oh, I want that.
Hey, I'm back to full.
If you don't mind, Eloise, I'm going to go kick my
So-
feet up now.
So Cassidy, while that's going on, Rod I mean, Cassidy looks to Ron and Julian with the front of his armor just completely covered in soot from the explosion. He's like, I'm so sorry, that is on me.
Partially, literally.
Ron's shaking his fur out like, ah!
Ron doesn't have any fur.
The hair that he got back from the leg that he
That's the
just
cap
grew
on the
just off.
episode. It looks like he's just like
A baby.
his fur's all covered in black soot, but then when he shakes, it all just shakes off. It's like Beerus from Dragon Ball Super, but a fox, which still looks like Beerus. Anyway,
With the barn from earlier on, that is the second time Cassidy has unintentionally
oh shit, that's
caused
true. I
a
forgot
boom.
about the barn. So we'll open up next week, I guess, wherever the fuck that opens up. The mansion, I guess, maybe outside the doors of the mansion, and we'll
We're taking a short
recoagulate
rest
there.
before looking into our lead.
and I've been working a lot on the Into the Runaverse RPG, you guys.
Ooh, alright.
I know, we'll try that out sometime. I'll share all
With
the
a one-shot?
documents with everybody. Say what?
With a one shot?
Yeah, I think a one-shot would be fun. I really want to do Pathfinder 2e again, too. I'm going to start reading up on that. Anyway, we'll catch up more on that, and we'll talk about that in our group stuff. But we'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for playing a little bit later, guys.
Woo!
I'll see you next week. Keep on